4:44 on the clock. So, all right. The split of Nicole and Keith. I already found out that he allegedly has a girlfriend. So I already know about that. Nicole Kidman has filed for divorce. Keith Urban is taking it. So let's see. He said, she said. He said. She said. I'm going to tell you, I like my old company during the pandemic. We have a big award ceremony that happens in person, and they could not do it because of the pandemic. And so they got us a private concert with Keith Urban. And so we were all watching it privately. And Kathy, the world's loudest librarian, came over. Samantha, I'm jealous. I love rain. All right. He said, noun, adjective. You ready? Boom. Noun, judgment, adjective. He was the one that decided for the split. Even though she filed she wasn't putting in the work. And sometimes that happens in relationships. Sometimes somebody does not put in the work and the other person just goes, well, I'm good. I got to go. I'm out. So I think that is what's going on. I think he asked for the divorce and I think he let her file. So call it what it is. What's going to happen out of this? So Lady of the Lake. That's an invitation I'll take you up on. I'll move to Wales. I know where I'll get my leaks. So what's going to happen to Keith at the end of this? After the love is gone. Sing it. What used to be right is wrong. Greg, I need harmonizing here.
I don't know.
It's Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Okay. Which one am I? Am I Earth or?
All right. So what happens after? Keith. So prediction here. I think Keith Urban is going to take care of Nicole Kidman. They've been married for some time, so kind of needs to. And I think he's going to take some time off after. So will it be a healing thing? And I just saw a few weeks ago he was talking about when he first got married that he immediately went into like substance abuse. He had a history of it, but he immediately like sunk into his substance abuse again. So I think that maybe there was, the transition was too celebratory and he kind of got caught up in that. That was one of the things, like when Greg and I got married, like we had like a year of celebrations. Like every time we turned around, people were like celebrating us getting married. So, you can get caught up in that whole celebratory kind of scene. For Nicole Kidman. Now, I don't think this is going to be great for her. I do think that there's going to be a patina on her of, and this is terrible. Like now she's got all these marriages behind her, like she sucks at that. I think Nicole Kidman to die. What was the movie that she was the school teacher? She was the school teacher. Matt Dillon was her husband. I think it was To Die For. I think that was the name of it. Ileana Douglas was in it. I think she's a tremendous actress. I think she's very versatile. I love her American accent when she does an American accent. Huh?
She's very tall.
She's very tall. She's very beautiful. There's something weird going on. I know there's the whole weirdness with her dad, and there's that gal that claims that all kinds of weird stuff happened. I don't think that this divorce is going to present her very well. And I don't mean that there's going to be bad information about her, but it's like, like she's really not good at this. And perhaps that's why Keith had her file. Because like when you file, like you kind of seem like the one that has their head together and like, you're like taking charge of the situation. I think she is going to be seen as someone who does not cultivate a proper home, proper fertile ground for a good marriage. I think that's what's going to happen. So what's my yellow brick road advice for Keith Urban? Let's do this real quick. The path, lovers, he wants to be happy. This is the girlfriend. The pressure, there's 3 of them in this marriage, not to quote Princess Diana. Well, as one does, Dave, like sometimes you just got to go, yeah, like this is mine, this is yours. And I think when you are a celebrity of that caliber, there's a lot that goes on paper before you even split up. There is tentative divorce splits. Some celebrities, and I know this from experience, have many levels of divorce outcomes. If we're married for 5 years, you get this. If you're married for 10 years, you get this. If we're married for 25 years, you get this. If you cheat, this is what happens. If you don't cheat, this is what happens. So there are like a lot of scenarios that they develop when they develop a lot of scenarios for potential breakup before they even get married. When people talk about prenups, part of that prenup has all of that spelled out, and a lot of people don't say it's a prenup. It's just a marital agreement. So, all right, the path, he wants to be with the other girl. The pressure, there's 3 of them in there. The hidden hand is that they're trying to preserve him from judgment at this point. I think they're trying to do that. Public face, he's getting out of the situation. I think he's going to, under normal conditions, I think Keith Urban would kind of widen out after this, but I think he knows his limitations, and so he's going to go a little bit underground. He's going to take a little bit. I'm not saying he's going to disappear from the face of the earth, but I think he's going to take a little bit of time out and slow down a little bit. The public face is the split. The private goal, he's not happy right now. And I think he does want to kind of make his point. Not the width of the staircase, but I think he wants to say, you know what? You could have done better. And then we have the likely pivot is he's going to keep his mouth shut. Keep his mouth shut. Lady of the Lake, that's nice. Yes. Gregopedia, we got a good thing going on. I'm pretty sure they would have had a prenup. If not like a technical prenup, an agreement. An agreement. But isn't he a country singer? I thought he was. An agreement as to what would happen. So what is our yellow brick road for Nicole? What is our yellow brick road for Nicole? I still haven't seen the movie The Others, and I think I want to watch it tonight. I know the surprise ending, so nobody spare me. So Nicole, the path. Ooh, she's a little angry about this. She doesn't like it. Here she is, one of the most beautiful women in the world. She really is gorgeous. I do think she's extremely beautiful. And that hair color, that's what I said. In the last read, I was trying to describe a hair color. It's Nicole Kidman's hair color. That color. So, the pressure. Continuing her career. The hidden hand, I think she has a lot of anxieties that are, I don't think her thinness is entirely a strict regimen and diet. I think there's a lot of anxieties that go in there too. It's Outer Limits. Oddly enough, my girlfriend Kathy has red hair like that, and like she's no grace. She's no grace. She's my age. She's no grace. So I think she does have a lot of anxiety, and I think part of that is an issue. She puts up a very, very good front. I don't know what sign she is, but she puts up a very good front, a very tough front, very serious front, professional. And I think inside she's a little bit anxious. Hello, Kendall. Hello, Kendall. So, where am I? Blah, blah, blah. The hidden hand, the public face. Here we go. Public face. This is going to go through very quickly. The divorce is going to happen very, very quickly. It's going to speed ahead. All right. Candor, I was going to put my Heather shirt on, but once I got it on, it was too hot. And it was like just a bit much. So, but I got a brand new Heather shirt. One of my friends got it for me. So, Jason Dean, your dad's Big Pop Dean, right? Big Pop Dean, but Big Bud Dean Construction. So corn nuts. So private goal. Oh, her private goal is to kind of stick it to him. So I'm gonna clarify this real quick. How is she gonna do that? In a world of Heathers, be a Veronica, right, Candor? I just want my high school to be a nice place. So, how is she going to stick it to him? How is Nicole going to stick it to Keith? Oh, you know what, guys? So publicly, I'm saying this right now. Publicly, Nicole's going to talk very nicely about him. She's not going to have a lot of bad things to say about him. Privately, which we all know that Hollywood mill, it's going to get turned around. People are going to know what she's saying. Yeah. She is going to talk a lot of smack about him, and it's not going to bode well. It's going to make her look bad. So, likely pivot for her. This is what she's likely to do. Likely to do. She's going to spill the beans. She's going to talk some smack about him, guys. She's going to talk some smack about him. I'm not surprised if she's building a little book. And maybe that'll get published later. Juanita, fantastic question. Loved it. I wanted to read on it. I'm clipping this and I'm going to put it up as another video for everyone else to enjoy. So, and Outer Limits got me in the soft spot. So, those of you that know, my father is Jewish. Today is Yom Kippur. It's Atonement for the Dead. It is the holiest of holy holidays.